welcome. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to my channel, Winning and Living Golden. I am Lisa L. McClain, and I am here with you so that we can learn today on this fourth week of October about a business topic. So today I am speaking, presenting, training, teaching on the topic of building wealth with a business, building wealth with a business. And so I'm going to give us some information on what wealth is, talk about some misconceptions of wealth. We're going to talk about as it relates to a business, building wealth with a business, we're going to talk about one of the things that's needed, having a business model. We're going to talk about a financial plan. And we're going to also discuss a couple of ways that a business can build wealth. So I'm excited that you are here with me. I'm very excited that you're here with me. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click subscribe. Please share this. This is good information for our community, and also just to share and educate, others, our children, that building wealth can happen with a business. So let's get started. We're gonna get this thing started. In a recent clip I saw about the Black Wealth Summit. If you have not, matter of fact, if you have not gotten a virtual ticket to the Black Wealth Summit, go ahead and go to www.blackwealthsummit.com and just check it out. See if it's something that you would be interested in investing in yourself. I believe this year is going to be really, really good. Last year was the inaugural event, the very first of its kind. And so this year they have some very dynamic speakers who are very successful in their lanes. Damon John, they have Angela Ye, and who else? Oh, Ian Van Zandt is going to be on. And then also the Motley Fool co-founder, David Gardner, will be speaking as well. And there are many, many other speakers who are doing sessions over that 3-day period. So it starts tomorrow. If you haven't gotten your ticket, join me, get your ticket, and let's grow together. But in a recent clip, the CEO of the Black Wealth Summit, Cedric Nash, actually was asked the question by the interviewer, who asked him, what is the biggest misconception when it comes to wealth? And what he says, and I quote, he said that income, lifestyle, and wealth. Often people think of wealth as the amount of income that they make annually and the lifestyle that it affords them, as opposed to wealth, which is the accumulated assets that appreciate and grow over time. He said, what eludes our community is that we spend most of our time accumulating income and not assets. And this is the biggest misconception about wealth, according to Mr. Nash. So again, I want to start off this teaching today with definitions of what income is, what wealth is, so that we understand and know a little bit more about that, and we don't have this misconception ourselves. So in my Tuesday term post, that's exactly what I did. I defined income versus wealth. And I said that income is not the same as wealth. Wealth itself is a source of income. So income is it's a flow variable. It can go up, it can go down. It's a flow of money. Income is a flow of money, like wages, rental income, dividends, interest, profits received. That's what income is. While wealth is an accumulation of stock. It's ownership. It's gosh, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's a position, so to speak. Wealth is a position. It's a position of stock. It's not stock in the market. It's stock of ownership. Ownership of valuable economic resources that can be measured in terms of either real goods or valued by money. So, wealth itself is a source of income because income begets wealth and wealth begets income. I took y'all back to the Bible, didn't I? So wealth creates income because income has already created wealth. So we build the income, right, to then acquire wealth, acquire assets. And then those assets that we acquired with the income now give us wealth. And those assets produce income. So you see what I'm saying? Wealth, again, like I said, it's a stock concept, meaning that it's a large amount of value for possessions that you own, and it can be held in different ways. Income can be stored as wealth. Like I said, income can create wealth because you can purchase assets with income. So income can be stored as wealth. This means that wealth is stockpiled by the wealthy, and wealth comes to dominate wages as the determinant of how prosperity is shared. Wealth measures the value of the assets of worth owned by a person, a community, a company, or a country. And so it's contrasted to income because wealth, like I said, it's stock, it's a position, it's ownership, while income is a flow. And I talked about that last week about how income, how money is currency. Money has an ebb and flow to it. So that's what I wanted to make sure that I started off, that we jumped off this teaching today, making sure that we understand the difference between income and wealth as we're talking about a business, building wealth with a business. So let's jump into our topic today. Let's get it. So at the most basic level, wealth building with the business involves taking your sustainable income, your sustainable revenue, and turning that income into an asset, investing it either back into your business, investing it into your personal account, saving, purchasing real estate, those type things that lead to long-term wealth. But a business or business income, of course, is not only the only asset that you can have that leads to wealth, but that's what we're talking about today. You can also have wealth in the form of financial assets such as stocks, like we were saying with savings, bank account. It could be receivables in your business. That's definitely an asset also. Or you could have non-financial assets with your business like cars. You can put property in your business name. Again, real estate, inventory in your business is an asset. So you'll want to have a strategy for building up your assets. And today, again, we are talking about building wealth with a business. So let's dive into our first topic, or our first point rather, for today's topic, which is entrepreneurship or owning a small business through a successful and profitable business model can be a great source of consistent income, which can build wealth. So we want to talk about creating a successful and profitable business model with our business. In order to build wealth, the business needs to be both sustainable with its profits. So it needs to be able to generate its profits in a sustainable way. That's your profit being your revenue minus your expenses. And it must be sustainable in the long term so that it can produce consistent income over time, right? So owning and running a business is not for everyone. I get it. It's not for everyone, and it is not easy. Matter of fact, it can be rather hard, especially in the first or the beginning years, or for the first timers out there. It can be difficult, but the return can definitely be worth it. One thing we see is startup and entrepreneurs and small business owners coming from a side hustle or a hobby business with what appears to be high revenues, right? But then they fail to account for the expense of supplies, of marketing, of shipping, and everything that they put into the business to keep it running. So that's what I was talking about when you're looking at your revenue minus your expenses. The profit has to be sustainable, and not only sustainable, but sustainable over time. And you have to take into account all of those expenses that it takes to run your business. Payroll. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and she was telling me about one of her coaches who was sharing the story of how their business, in the very beginning stages, the revenue basically covered the payroll, covered the payroll of the staff, not of the owners, of the staff, until the business was able to see greater profits and have that sustainable income. So, if after cost your business is highly profitable, right, then it needs to be strong enough and well managed enough to survive past the typical failure period of businesses. And in fact, last across generations, because what we're talking about is building wealth, but building it for generations to come, that generational wealth, so that it can be passed on to our children and grandchildren and on down the line. So let's first understand that a business can be one tool in the toolbox, but you need other tools of, smart investments, financial management, possibly assets, to support and round out that toolbox. So I don't want us to get stuck thinking that business is the only way that we can build wealth. We talked about some other assets that we can use to build wealth, right? We talked about the stocks, we talked about real estate. And also, secondly, your business management needs to be in top shape. So, like I was saying, with the business model, we're making sure that we're creating a business that is going to generate income sustainably, and generate income sustainably over time. And then we need to make sure that we have good business management. If you don't have good business management, that business is not going to survive, because we want it to grow, and we want it to be sustainable, and we want it to be a highly profitable business in order to be able to build wealth with that business. So let's go ahead and go to our point number two. Point number two kind of goes hand in hand with the business model. It's a financial plan. A financial plan for your business. Financially successful entrepreneurs, small business owners operate with a plan. So don't get it twisted. Yes, you can start a business easily, and I can show you how to do that. I can serve you in that area. But you definitely want to have your plan. Now, a lot of us think, or a lot of people think, that a business plan is only applicable if you're trying to get a business loan. That is not the case. And we'll talk about that a little bit further down as well. But a financial plan is very crucial. How will you invest or reinvest your business earnings? It's important to know to think about money, and to create a plan for reaching your financial goals through your business, right? So in order to do that, we have to create that plan, create that financial plan, give every dollar an assignment. I talk about this in budgeting, even for personal reasons, that every dollar has to have an assignment. And then learn how to save and invest in tax advantaged accounts. Do that on a regular basis. So if we calculate how quickly our savings rate or investment rate is moving you toward your financial and lifestyle goals, this is part of your financial plan for your business. Investing that money, investing that income, making sure that you're investing any income that's set aside for investment purposes out of your business, investing those dollars into evidence-based, low-cost investments in your portfolio that will leave you confident that you're earning generous rates of return over the long term, and you'll be able to plan for your future. So, income from your business can allow you to invest in, again, like I said, other assets, real estate, and building that wealth. But we got to have that financial plan with our business. All right, guys. So, let's go on to our point number 3 in building wealth with a business: the use of technology. The use of technology. So, whew, I started in business 20 something years ago. I had my very first business was my tax preparation company. And it was bookkeeping and taxes back in the 90s. Wow, I'm telling my age right now. It was back in the 90s, and I actually started out as a corporation. I created a corporation. Gosh, I was young. I was in my 20s, y'all. And I started out as a corporation, and eventually very quickly learned that corporation was not the way to go. Again, this was, 25, years ago or so. So I ended up creating an LLC. But yeah, so back then, the technology was definitely not where it is today. We got access to so much more right at our fingertips. Um, Technology today gives businesses so much more of an advantage, and the ability to succeed more so than it ever has. And that's why owning a business, starting a business is a fairly easy way of being able to get to the point where you're building that wealth if you can have a business that's sustainable, like we talked about. But this is definitely an amazing time to start a business, guys. Technology has matured so much so to the point that many businesses can be started, without a lot of overhead, without a lot of, startup costs. All you need is a laptop and some Wi-Fi somewhere, an internet connection, and that's it. Think of how many ventures can be launched with almost no overhead, like a travel agency, a financial planning firm or consulting firm, a lawn care company, media company, design firm. We got graphic designers who can just create, and start a business like that, like nothing. A photography business, and the list goes on. So, to reiterate, business is hard. It's not, for the weak. It's not, a simple thing to run a business, to operate a business. However, while you're waiting for the compound interest and the growing your investments on the side, and while you're saving up, capital for maybe, say for instance, your first real estate investment, you can be starting a business that generates income right now today. And that's what technology does for us. That's what, websites, that's what social media accounts can help get your name out there, get your business name out there, get, your offers for your services out there. And so technology is giving us that advantage today to become business owners, to build wealth through business. And like I said, don't get me wrong. Remember that income does not equal wealth, but generating income can lead to wealth building, and you cannot build wealth without it. And the result is wealth that generates income. So that's the point that we're trying to make and that we want to get to, is using a business to generate that income sustainably over a long period of time. And we can use that to then purchase, acquire, accumulate assets that become wealth for us. So let's go on to point number four. Point number four, when it comes to a business, building wealth with a business can have more than one way of building wealth. And I'm going to talk about two of those ways today. So, two of the ways that a business can build wealth is through income and through inherent worth. So, income. If your business is a side hustle, like mine was for many, many, many years, I had several businesses over. I had a baking business. I still have my publishing business where I publish my own original Christian music, and my I publish my books through my publishing company. But yeah, I had a side hustle for many years, which was, when I say side hustle, aside from what was my 9 to 5 corporate job. So, if your business is a side hustle, it can be a great supplement to your primary income, right? And so you want to make sure that long term, a successful business can generate passive income. So that's you know when you get that business, oiled well, and it's working really well, it doesn't require as much effort because you've got the plan, you've got the structure, you've got the model down. And so, it requires less of your time, and it can be treated more like another stream of income rather than a job. And that's one of the incentives for entrepreneurs, for why people quit their job when they're ready to launch out into entrepreneurship full time and make that side hustle into their main hustle. It's because they understand that they can actually create passive income through a business. And then there's no ceiling, there's no income ceiling when it comes to owning and running a business, right? So, perhaps more importantly, entrepreneurship is one of the best ways to increase your income. And in many cases, again, like I said, it can remove that income ceiling from your life. Whereas, in a corporate job, or on a job, or in the government positions, whatever the case may be, they got a salary range, and it's based off of your qualifications and your education, your experience, your background, sometimes who you know. So, that's one of the things with business, is that, that cap is now taken off, and your business can generate as much income as you're willing to put the time and the effort and the work in. So while I'm not saying that starting a business, like I said, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. For many, it can be a way to unlock the potential for increased income, and freedom. And that's one of the reasons why we start those side hustles, because we see that potential. We see that potential for additional income. We see that potential to serve others in a more vast way than we do on our jobs, and the potential for freedom. So many people feel stuck. Many people feel stuck on those jobs, underemployed, frustrated, that you have very little control over how much money you make. And that's where a business can come into play. Starting a business is only, again, one potential path to break free of this limitation, and the income from a business, again, can lead to wealth. So yes, 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 that is one of the ways. So income, having that income, is one of the ways a business can build wealth. Another way that a business can build wealth is through inherent worth. Inherent worth. So your business, if it has value, if it has value, meaning its assets are more than its liabilities, meaning the business's net worth is in the black and not in the red, if its revenue is generating sustainably over time, your business can have value. Also, if there is just the market is ripe for the business and what your product, your good, your service, whatever it is that you're making available to the public, it can have some nice inherent worth. So we said that wealth measures the value of all the assets of worth owned by a person, a community, a company, or a country, right? So if your business is built to have value, which it should be, we're not trying to build anything that doesn't have value. But if your business is built to have value, it can be eventually sold as an asset, much like your house or other tangible assets that we might sell. We buy at one price and sell at another price. But a business can also be sold as an asset. I was actually talking to a friend just last night, and she was sharing with me how someone she knew who's very successful in business and has a chain of businesses, and they have built those businesses up so well, and so much so that they're now getting offers to buy their business. And so that person is actually considering selling off their business. And what that does is that it can create a very quick, high amount of income, a very high amount of income very quickly that you could either use to invest. You can, pay off debt, whatever it is that you need to do with those millions of dollars, because this specific situation I know is going to be multi-millions of dollars, what this business would actually sell for. So yeah, they're really considering that. And this is, why I generally encourage my clients to list their businesses on their statements of net worth as an asset. Because again, assets is what wealth is built of. So wealth is an accumulation of our assets, and the assets generate income for us. So I look at business as an asset. Hopefully it's an asset, meaning that it has revenue more than its expenses, and it has assets that are valued higher than its liabilities. But yeah, even, if it's worth nothing at the very time that you open the business, or that you've been running the business for a year or so or whatever, it keeps us focused by putting that business on our net worth sheet. It keeps us focused on raising that valuation, raising the value of that business so that the business earns its place on that personal balance sheet as an asset alongside our property and our investments. So that's what inherent worth can do to help our business build wealth as well. So that's another way we can build wealth with our business. Yeah. So last point is that as a business owner, if you're trying to build wealth in your business or with your business, we must seek out support. I seek out support from other professionals. Business owners have to seek out support to help you plan, to help you gauge your future, to help you manage, to help you with administration, whatever it is that your business needs in order to be successful. It's definitely crucial that we have a network of people that support us, or other businesses or consultants, or whoever, like I said, whoever it is that supports us in our business. It's never too early to start thinking about, bringing those, or at least considering bringing those financial advisors, coaches, accountants, lawyers, on board to help us make sure that we're not only setting the right foundation for our business, that we're starting off on the right foundation, but that we're also making sure that our business plans are secure. So some careful planning, now can help you leverage your small business to achieve that economic freedom, the independence that you're looking for, and generate wealth. Yes, you really do need to pull all these pieces together. It's very important. And I know that it's a lot to think about, it's a lot to manage. And if you need extra help, that's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. If you need that assistance, if you need that coach to help you move closer to, creating what you need to create with that business and setting it up the right way, hitting your financial goals, I may have just what you need. So some of the supportive services that I provide are business startup services. So for those who have not started their business yet or are looking at starting additional businesses, I can help you with that. I can help you determine if you need a sole proprietorship, which business entity type is fitting for your situation. Is it an LLC? Is it, should you turn that LLC or that sole proprietorship into an S corp? Is a corporation right for you? And I can help you get registered with the state and the IRS, and just teach you about the annual report filings and everything that comes along with starting a business. Whether you need an EIN, every business doesn't need an EIN. I can tell you, what the ins and outs of having an IRS EIN is, and that sort of thing. Another thing I can help you with is business plan writing. So remember what we talked about, every business needs a business plan, and it's not only for applying for a loan, guys. Your business plan is your blueprint for your business. Your business plan will help guide you. It will help you be able to set parameters and set milestones for your business so that you can then compare what it's doing to what you plan for it to do. Are we on track? Do we need to tweak? Do we need to make some adjustments? And that's what a business plan does. And so I can help you with that. I can help you take, whether you have a business plan shell that you've kind of started, I can help you enhance that and improve that. Or we can just start from scratch. I just need your input and your cooperation, and I can do the rest. And so again, business plans give your company direction, that blueprint. And so you can definitely contact me. I have a free resource that I have built for business plan writing that will help guide you. So contact me for that free resource that I created for business plan writing. And also, if you need assistance with someone writing it for you, I'm your girl. Get in touch with me. All right. And so another thing, nonprofit startup services. So just like a business startup, a nonprofit organization, which is not a business, it's an organization, a nonprofit organization. I can help you with that. I'm very well versed, very well experienced with nonprofits and startup. I have started several nonprofits, and I also have my own nonprofit that I started and I run. So contact me again. I have a free resource. I have built a nice step-by-step checklist that you can utilize if you would like to go it alone and start, do it yourself. I can provide that free resource to you. And again, if you need my services, just get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. I'll be glad to help you in your journey. And then, of course, budget. So we talk about budget with personal finances. A business needs budgeting too. A business needs that, what I call a strategic money plan. What are your plans for this money that's coming in to your business? What is your plan for how it's going to be spent, how it's going to be invested in the business? So you need that budgeting, and you also need bookkeeping. Now, you can use Excel sheets. I don't frown on Excel sheets. I love Excel. But I do recommend, once you kind of get the business going and you got some income coming in, you got some expenses going out of the door, it's easier to track, using a software system. And I recommend for my small clients, small business clients, QuickBooks Pro. And it makes it so much easier. And you can learn QuickBooks Pro. However, if you would like to have that partner on your side to assist you with that, I can help you. I'm your girl. I do that. I'm a degreed accountant, and I've been in accounting and budgeting and, for almost all my life. So we can help you with that. Like I said, it just helps you stay on track with your expenses. What are you spending your money on? Um, is your business profitable? That's what bookkeeping helps you to determine. You create financial statements through recording your transactions, and it tells you, am I earning a profit, or am I in the red? It can show you what's eating up your business profit. What cost are the highest? Where's all your money going? That's what bookkeeping does for you. And the budgeting helps you to stay on track with what your goals are. So you create a budget, and kind of a goal in your mind of where I want to spend these dollars. That's what a budget is. And then we can take your transactions and compare to your budget to say, okay, am I lining up with what I said I wanted to do in my budget? Or do I need to tweak my budget some because I need to spend more expenses in this category and less expenses in this category in my budget? So that's where budgeting and bookkeeping come into play in your business. And this again, we're talking about support for your business. And that's very crucial when running a business, owning a business, operating a business, and using your business to build wealth. So if you are interested in any of my services, guys, please visit my website. My website is www.lisalmcclain.com. That's www.lisalmcclain.com. I have lots of free resources, just lots of freebie goodies. That's what I call it, freebie goodies out there that you can access that will help you. And then you can also, just learn more about me, about my businesses under Lisa L. McClain Enterprises, what we do, what we offer, how we can help you grow and succeed in your business, in your finances, whether personal finances or business finances, and in your life. So I'll place the links to both my website, to my Calendly calendar, so that you can, look at my calendar if you would like to book a call with me. I have a free consultation that I do and that I offer called my 30-minute Golden Empowerment Session. And I would love to speak with you. It's just see where you're going, see what you're aspiring to do, and how I can come alongside and help you with your goals. So that's what we have today, guys. I hope this information has been helpful with, using a business to build wealth, building wealth with a business. It is doable. A business can be one of the ways to build wealth. And so I know we all take different paths in life and in our entrepreneurship journey. And entrepreneurship is only one of the paths, right? Only one of the paths to wealth. I happen to think it's one of the strongest ways that we can generate wealth. And I believe that it deserves a seat at the table as the third pillar of wealth outside of investments and real estate. So join me back here on my channel, Winning and Living Golden, where I come in every Wednesday, and we're talking, the first week is life topics. The second week, we come in and we're talking finances. We could be talking business finances or personal finances. And then on Wednesday, I cater to the entrepreneur, the small business owner, the nonprofit founder, the aspiring business owner, and we're talking about your spirit. How can we enhance our spirit as business owners? And then on the fourth Wednesday, we're talking something about business, business topic Wednesday. So I am so thankful, so grateful, so happy that you joined me here today on this episode of Winning with Lisa, where we win, we win, we win. And I will see y'all back here next week on Winning Wednesday. Take care, guys. Go, grow, succeed. I'll see y'all then.